Okay, so hello everyone. This is part 7 of our playlist HTML and CSS. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss about what is CSS, okay, how we can apply CSS and how many types of CSS are there, right? So CSS is basically C stand for cascading, S stand for style, and another S is for sheets. Okay, so cascading style sheet is the full form of CSS. And why we use CSS? What's the main purpose to use CSS? Okay, so we can say when we create HTML, when we write HTML code, basically we create the skeleton of our web page. Skeleton we create using HTML, and with the help of CSS we provide what we provide style to our skeleton. Okay, so with the help of CSS we can apply style in our HTML document, right? So with the help of JavaScript, when we use JavaScript in our HTML document along with CSS, so means we are adding functionalities or validation in our HTML document, right? So this is how you can understand. And how many types of CSS are there? So there are basically three types of CSS. One is inline CSS, second is internal CSS, another one is external CSS. Okay, so how we can apply inline CSS, how we can apply internal CSS, how we can apply CSS which is external. So we will understand it one by one. Okay, so if I talk about inline CSS. Okay, so how we can apply inline CSS? We can write, in order to apply inline CSS, we can write, for example, I'm writing here h1 tag. So when you apply inline, you will write a style attribute. Okay, we discussed about attribute as well. Okay, so inside using this style attribute, we can apply inline CSS. Okay, how we can apply? Like color is equals to red. Okay, so whatever text you will write here, text here, whatever text you will write here between open tag, which between open element or open tag and closing element or closing tag, it will change the color. Okay, so like how it does work actually, let's see. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, so I have my code folder. Inside the code folder I have one file which is index.html. So inside the index.html I'll create the basic skeleton of our web page, HTML page. Okay, so when you press this exclamation sign, automatically one template will come. Okay, which is HTML. Here inside the title, in title tag, you can mention title like CSS. Okay, and here in the body section, we write our web page code. Right. So for example, I'm writing here h1. Okay, inside the h1, I'm writing here text here. Okay, so let me open it with live server. Open with live server. Okay, open with live server. So it is coming like black color. Okay, text here is coming with black color, which is default. Okay, so if I write here style, okay, which is attribute to apply which CSS, inline CSS. So let me write here style. Okay, color equals to, let me say chocolate. Okay, color is chocolate, I'm saying. So it is coming, it is changing its color. Okay, suppose I am saying like red color, so it will come with red color. Okay, so it is coming with red color. Okay, suppose I don't want to change color, I just want to change, like I want to give like what I want to do, I want to increase the font size. So I can write font size, and whatever font size you want to mention, you can write in pixels. Okay, 40 pixel. Okay, we will discuss properties of CSS in detail. I'm just telling you how we can apply inline CSS. Okay, so okay, it's not reflecting properly. Let me give some bigger size, like 140 pixel. Okay, so it is coming like this. Okay, so this is how you can apply inline CSS. It is not like you will apply on one tag only, but also another tag you can also apply inline CSS. Like I'm writing color is blue, right? So where is your text? Is it saved or not? Okay, so I didn't write any text, so let me write p tag. Okay, p tag. So whatever you want to write, you can write. It doesn't matter at all. You will just display whatever you will write. Okay, so it is showing hello world here. Okay, so like that we can apply inline CSS. Okay, so now understand how we can apply which one? Internal CSS. Okay, so internal CSS. How we can how we can apply internal CSS? So we will apply internal CSS in the head section, of our HTML code. Okay. So in the head section, we will write internal CSS. Okay. How we will write internal CSS? Inside the head section, we will use one tag, which is style. The style tag basically used to give internal CSS to our web page. So here we can write. So here I'm just writing in text. Here we can write internal CSS. Hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say, right? So how we can write using code? Okay, so for example, let me remove this style. Okay, let me remove this style as well. Okay, this was what? Internal styling. Okay, so now check your browser. It's coming normal text. Okay, suppose I want to give internal CSS. Okay, so where is the head? Here is our head tag. So inside the head tag, okay, before closing the head tag, you can write another tag. What's the tag name? To apply internal CSS? Internal CSS. So what's the tag name? Tag name is style. Okay, style open and close. This is open tag and this is close tag. And you can write, here you can write like properties to change the color or change the font size. So how can I write? If I say color red, if I say color red, so it is not like what will happen then? If I say color red, so nothing is happening. So it is asking which color you want to change. Okay, there is some mistake happening here. Okay, it's fine, no mistake. So it is asking what it is asking, where you want to apply this red color. So either on H1 or P tag. So I'll say I want to apply on H1. Okay, then use this curly braces. This is the way. So now it is understanding you want to apply color red on which tag? H1 tag, right? So it will change the color of H1 tag. But if I want to say like I want to apply color on both tags, so what I will do, I will write P tag also, H1 and P. Okay, so I will separate each tag by the comma. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, but suppose you don't want to change the color of P, you want to just increase the font size of P. Font size like 50 pixels. Okay, so here is our H1 tag. Here one is our P tag. Okay, so I want to give color red to H1 text, which is text here. I want to change the font size of P text. Okay, whatever text are there in P, I want to change. Okay, so this is how we can use. This is how we can use internal CSS. Okay, this is how we can use internal CSS. Now the question is how we can apply external CSS. Okay, so we have seen inline CSS, internal CSS. Now we will see how we can apply external CSS. So let me write here external CSS. Okay, so if you want to apply external CSS, so this CSS also you will. Okay, so in order to apply this CSS, you will write one tag inside what? Inside head tag. Inside the head tag, you will write one tag, which the tag name is link. Tag name is link. Okay, so inside the link tag, you will write two attributes. One is rel, okay, and the second one is href. Okay. So this is what self-closing tag. That's why I'm writing forward slash like this, because there is no closing tag of this link tag. That's why I'm writing it's self-closing. So here in rel, you will mention style sheet, right? And in href, you will mention location. Location means where your CSS file. Okay, in order to apply external CSS, you will create one CSS file. Okay, so how you will create? Let me tell you. For example, here we have only index.html file. So I'll click on this. I'll create one style.css. So this style.css is known as my external file. This index.html don't know about my style.css file. Okay, so let me remove this internal CSS. Let me tell you how we can apply external CSS. So in order to apply style using external CSS, first you have to link your CSS. So you will write link tag. Okay, inside the link tag, you will get rel attribute and one is href attribute. So here you will mention this is what style sheet, and here you will mention the location. So you will write dot and slash. Dot represent to the current location because our current location is our the same folder, both file index.html and style.css both are in same file. That's why I'm writing here dot and forward slash, which will target your file. So I will choose here style.css. Okay, so this is how I linked this file. Okay, now my HTML code, now my index.html know about style.css. Okay, so inside this style.css, I can write separately what I can write a style for each HTML tag. Okay, suppose I want to apply style on this h1 tag. So how can I apply? I will write h1 here. I will write h1 here and I will say color red. Okay, so what will happen now? Okay, so color is changing or not? Yeah, color is changing. Let me increase the size. So I will write here font size. So let me say font size is like 70 pixel. So is it changing? Is font size is changing? Yes, font size is changing. Suppose I will go to index.html and let me delete this link tag. Okay, let me delete this link tag where I'm linking my style.css. So what will happen if I delete this? What will happen if I will delete this? It will not apply the CSS style because my CSS style in style.css, but my index.html don't know about style.css. So for getting familiar with style.css, so link I'm writing here link tag, and inside the link tag I'm mentioning address or location of my file. Now my index.html know about my style.css file, and whatever style is there, it will apply to the tag. Okay, it will apply onto the h1 tag. Okay, suppose I want to change the size of p tag. So I will write p and color. Okay, font size, let me write like 200 pixel. Okay, so let's check. Okay, so it is changing, it's become huge now, right? So this is how we can work. And let me tell you, this h1 is tag, right? And this is color is what property, and this red is the value associated with this property. Okay, so we write property and its value. Okay, like this we write CSS. Okay, and don't forget to give colon. Colon is used to separate, like this is property and this is color, and semicolon is used to end of the line. Okay, if you will miss the semicolon, means it will show you error, so don't forget semicolon as well. Okay, so for example, you want to change color of this web page. Okay, I want to change the background color of this web page. So web page means you can change the color of body tag. So how you will target body? You can write body. Okay, and you can write background color and you can write yellow. Okay, so it will change the background color. Okay, so background color is changing, and if you want to change to the like this color, chocolate color, so it will change. Okay, so like this we can apply CSS. Okay, so we have discussed today in this video, we have discussed about like what is CSS, what is the full form of CSS, cascading style sheet, and we have seen what is the HTML and CSS, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. HTML is basically skeleton, HTML, CSS means styling, and we can say JavaScript means skeleton, style plus functionality, right? And then we have seen how many types of how many types of CSS are there. So we have inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS. Okay, inline CSS we directly apply to the HTML tag. Okay, we are applying to the directly to the HTML tag like this. And internal CSS we apply in the head section of our web page using style tag. Okay, between the style tag we write our CSS properties. External CSS, in order to apply external CSS in the head section, we will write link tag. Inside the link tag, we will write two attributes. One is rel, another is href. In rel, we will mention style sheet, and in href, we will mention the location of our file, right? Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Okay.